Did you record? Cool. Okay, so welcome to the Fruehwirth house. We have student Allison, yay, student Jack,
who's unicorn,
and videographer student Joe. Okay, guys. So we are going to go through the Stevenson grammar lesson for this week, and you will find it if you follow along. You look at the parent and the teacher's manual. This is chapter 2. Okay, this is a very they use terms and things like that in this book that I don't think that you need. Because this is very, very basic material, especially if you're a B-level student. I'm not going to read this word for word. Thank goodness. In fact, there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm not even going to cover. So, if you need a more detailed, detailed thing, just read this, okay? All right. So, first thing that I want you to do, these are the things that we're going to cover. We're going to go over, I pulled this directly from the week 2 homework assignment syllabus. The directions right here. This is where what I'm teaching from, okay? So, I've laid it out right here. Remember, everything that we do in our notebook, you should already have this set up. Allison, do you have your notebook set up?
Yes.
Yes, it's right here in front of you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so everything that you write in this notebook, I want you to practice your very best handwriting. If it's print that you need to work on, then I want you to practice print. If it's cursive that you need to work on, then do cursive. That's fine. You're going to be turning this in, okay? All right, so we're going to go over the 3 basic parts of speech, okay? Nouns, verbs, and adjectives. All right, so just to show what is a noun. Allison, can you tell me what a noun is?
It's a person, place, thing, or idea.
Excellent. Jack, what's a verb?
It does an action, shows a state of being, or helps another verb.
Excellent. Okay. Joe, what's an adjective?
It describes other nouns.
It describes nouns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So, there are other parts of speech. 8 parts of speech to be exact. So, what we're going to do, I want you to turn to your Stevenson Grammar Manual. You're going to go to the Parts of Speech tab here that you've created. So everybody get your... No, that's yours.
Okay.
You have yours. I made my very own. I know. So I want you to go to the Parts of Speech tab.
I don't have the Parts of Speech tab.
What? Let me see. Okay. Parts of Speech. This one that says parts of speech.
Oh, wait,
that
one.
That guy. Yeah, it's just that guy. Okay, there's your parts of speech tab. On the very first page, remember our B students are using this writer's ink. This manual has lots of really good stuff, not just about writing paragraphs, but it also has a brief grammar section in the back. So in order to find that, I want you to go to the index, which is in the back of the book. Look up P, parts of speech. Let's see here. P, parts of speech. Page 533 to 559. So we'll look that up. There we have parts of speech, and it tells you what page these things will be covered on. First we have nouns, and it'll tell you all about different kinds of nouns, different kinds of pronouns and different kinds, and explains those.
I fell off my chair.
You fell off your chair. Verbs. Okay. Then adjectives, adverbs, prepositions. Okay. This is where what I want you to do. See this little quick guide? Guys, see this quick guide? With the parts of speech? It lists off the different parts of speech, and then it tells you a definition, and it gives you some examples. I want you to photocopy this and put it as a table of contents for your parts of speech tab, okay? So that you know in your parts of speech and Stevenson grammar, you're going to have a page for all of these things eventually, all right? So, you guys, if you're watching this video, go ahead and do that. Allison, up there, I've already photocopied one for you guys on top of this little file thing.
Oh.
Can you hand one to Jack and Joe?
The no longer cameraman Joe.
No longer cameraman, just ordinary student Joe.
That guy took my. See, I'm
camera.
still a unicorn though, so.
No,
Jack?
Jack, you can't be a unicorn. I want to be the unicorn.
Okay, so you guys can go ahead and get a pair of scissors and cut that out so that it's just this size. All right, and I just taped it down. I guess you can glue it down if you want, but
I'm gonna take this.
I just taped it down. Okay, so you guys can work on that while I move on. Okay. All right. In Stevenson grammar, they use terms like yes, dear.
There it is.
Tape. Okay, good. If you can share some tape with them too, that'd
Yes.
be awesome.
First I got it.
They use a little bit different terminology because they say that the word noun and verb and adjective, they're abstract terms. So in Stevenson grammar, it will explain nouns as a naming verb. A noun names something, right? That
Adjectives are painting words and verbs are like action words.
right. So, but let's talk about the nouns right now. So, the name for this, the name is a marker, right? So, marker is a noun. It names something. You can have proper names. And that would be a proper noun. So, my proper name is Jennifer. Okay. Proper nouns always start with a capital letter. Or you can have common nouns, the ordinary names of things. So, you know, this is the ordinary name for this is a paper. It's just a piece of paper, right? It's not something with a special name. Now, if this piece of paper was the Declaration of Independence, okay, that would be its proper name of the noun. Okay, so all that to say, in Stevenson grammar, they call nouns at the very beginning. Eventually, they start calling them nouns, but at the very beginning, they call them naming words. Okay. Then we have verbs. What does it say in Stevenson grammar? It talks about verbs as action words. Is that it?
I think so.
So we know, you know, because you're a smart B student, that there are many kinds of verbs. But in Stevenson grammar, to introduce it, it talks about verbs as action words and shows that all verbs show an action. So there's that. And then it talks about adjectives as being, what did you say?
Painting words.
Painting words. So adjective modifies something. If so that's not just a wall, that's a green wall. Okay? This just isn't just a girl, this is a beautiful girl. Okay? This isn't just a marker, it's a blue marker. Okay? So adjectives modify nouns. Okay?
That isn't just a piece of trash. It's a purple piece of trash.
That's right. It's a purple piece of trash. That's good. So, with that in mind, that we have, we're going to say, I'm just going to write a noun and a verb, and then I'm just going to NVAs. Okay? If I were to say the word bead, where would I put it? What column would I put it in?
Noun column.
Noun column. It's a
thing.
It's the name of a thing. Bead. Excellent. If I were to say Rome, you might have to ask a question. Okay, you say noun.
What about the cat?
No, hang on. Rome. The word Rome. Joe says Rome is a noun.
But also you can roam places.
But also you can roam places. So in this case, you would have to say, how do you spell that, please?
Yeah, R-O-M-E or R-O-A-M.
Exactly. If it was R-O-M-E,
It's a place.
it's a place, so it would be a
Proper
noun,
noun.
and it's actually a what kind of noun?
Proper noun.
Proper noun. Good. But it's a verb. In this case, we're going to spell it R-O-A-M. Okay? Good. All right. Let's go Harry Potter. If what is the word seek? Seek.
It's a verb.
It's a verb. Excellent.
Seeker is a noun.
Right.
Seeker.
Seek. But in Harry Potter, Harry is the seeker on the Quidditch team, and that is a person who seeks. So that's a noun, right? Awesome. Okay. What about, let's see. Okay, what about weep? Weep.
Weep is a.
Okay, how do you, okay, so talk that through. It's either, weep is either a verb or an adjective. Great. So, is it something you can do? Is it something you can do?
Yes, so that means it's a adjective.
No,
Verb.
it's a verb, right? If it's something you can do, then that means it's a verb. Because in this case, remember they're saying that they show actions. It's an action. So weep. Now, Allison, let's talk about adjectives then. Okay. Okay, we're gonna kind of go around a round way of talking about adjectives. The word bleed, what is that? Okay, go ahead, Joe.
It's a verb.
A verb. What is the noun form of that word?
Blood, yeah.
Very good. Now, Allison, I want you to paint me a picture of the blood. Okay? Paint me a picture of the blood. You describe it to me. Okay? What kind of blood?
It's red blood.
Red.
Icky blood.
Okay. Red. Icky.
Messy.
Mecky. What'd you say? Messy?
Yeah, messy.
Thick.
Messy. Thick. Nice.
Unicorn?
Unicorn.
Blood. It could be
Unicorn
red.
blood. Okay, if
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah,
go Harry
unicorn.
Potter-ish, it could. Okay. All right.
Unicorn blood.
Hey,
Okay,
but
fine.
Unicorn blood is silver, but whatever. Who cares?
Hey, Jack. Your blood is silver.
Yes.
Unicorn.
No, my blood is
silver
red
blood.
Normal unicorn blood is.
But
silver.
if you were
Red
to
blood.
just, the word unicorn, if you were just to think unicorn, you wouldn't necessarily, my mind would not go to unicorn blood and say it's a adjective. I would go to a noun. But that's a really good point because adjectives can answer the question whose. Okay, that can be how it modifies that noun. It can tell you whose. In this case,
Which one?
unicorns.
How many?
Blood. Unicorn blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Now what I would like you to do is we're going to create a noun page, a verb page, and an adjective page. So what I want you to do is, I have an example here. After you guys have this taped on, your table of contents taped on, so on the very first page here, I would like you to make a clean page, okay? And I want you to use your good handwriting. So Allie, you probably should go ahead and turn around to your desk to write this. And I will write it up here on the board so you can see it better. But I want you to have, here, just a second. Let me erase this real quick.
On which page?
On the very first page after that table of contents page. Okay? So you know the page that you just taped it on?
On parts of speech.
Yeah, so it's in your parts of speech tab. Thank you, Joe. Your header, so at the top line, I want you to write the week that we're working in, week 2, and then I want you to write the chapter we're working on. It's chapter 2, and I want you to write the topic, nouns, okay? So it's going to look like this, right? Everybody see?
Yeah.
All right, and then under that, I want you to write the word noun and write the definition of a noun, okay?
First thing or idea.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to know the definition, remember, you can always go back to your table of contents page where it gives you that definition and some examples. Okay?
Nouns, and
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Noun. A person, place, thing, or idea. Okay? Perfect. All right. You can then you're going to make another page after you do that.
Oh, what was our page for your verbs?
Yes.
Okay.
On the next page, so after you do the noun page, turn the page. And again, you're going to make your header. Week 2, chapter 2, verbs. And you're going to write verb. And we're going to define it. A word that expresses action or a state of being. That comes from the parts of speech guide. You could go ahead, let's see. A word that expresses action. I'm sure we're going to add to this definition later, because we also know that a verb shows an action, expresses an action, shows a state of being, helps another verb, or links two words together. So there are other kinds of verbs that we will go ahead and we will add to this definition later. When you're finished with that, I want you to turn the page. We're going to make an adjective page. So again, you're going to have week 2, chapter 2, and we're going to have adjectives. my handwriting is going to get a little crazy down here. And then we're going to define it. We're going to write the word adjective. Sorry. My bad. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Okay. Okay. You guys got that?
Not yet.
Okay, you go ahead and work on that. I'm going to tell you real quick something I think is interesting. The Latin root on page 10 of your parent of your teacher notebook, it talks about the Latin root for the word adjective. I'll put this over here, I guess, in green. Let's see. Ad in Latin means to, and jecto means I throw. I'm going to be really embarrassed if Mrs. Craig comes and finds me on campus and says, "What you said about the Latin thing is not right."
No,
But,
I think it's right.
okay. Whew. So I just think that's interesting. So adjective in Latin would mean to throw. So if you think about how an adjective works, then it's like if you have a noun, house, and you want to throw some color on it. Okay, so now we're going to have a greenhouse. This color is thrown onto the noun. This adjective is thrown onto the noun. A-D-J. Okay, greenhouse. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of neat.
Mommy, I can't see the top
Okay.
J.
So everybody has this. You guys have this done in your notebooks? Awesome. Okay, I'll start erasing from the top then. I have one more thing I want to do, this exercises thing. So I'd like you to turn to your exercises tab of your Stevenson Grammar notebook.
You can erase something.
Okay. Okay.
Exercises?
Yes, go to the exercises tab of your Stevenson Grammar. So, let's see. Let me find mine.
Got it.
Exercises.
Huh, I didn't do one for this. Okay, cool. So, at the top of the page, we're going to write week, what?
Page, exercises 10.
Week 2.
Week 2, chapter 2, nouns, verbs, adjectives. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So I want you to, I'm going to write a list of nouns on the board. And I'd like you to write the list of, so you have lines on your paper like this, right? Okay. And here's the side of your paper. We have the header up here. Okay. So I want you to write the words on the noun, you're going to leave some space for your adjective. Okay? Leave some space. We're going to put our nouns over here. Okay, here's our nouns. One is boat, cape. I'm finding this on page 10, people. This is activity number 1 on page 10. Goat, deer, and beef. All right, so I want you in your books to write an adjective for each one of these words, okay? So, for instance, give me an example of, okay, go ahead. What kind of boat?
Blue boat.
Okay, good.
And I have one for each one of those.
Okay, so remember when we did that, we said that the color is thrown onto the noun? So this is how, in Stevenson grammar, how you mark adjectives. It throws itself, so we have an arrow that's thrown onto the noun, and we write A-D-J above it. So I want you to go ahead and label all of these as you write an adjective, then label it, okay? Okay, go ahead. So cape.
Red.
Okay. Goat.
Gray goat.
Great. Okay, you've got a lot of colors. Can you think of another kind of adjective that gives me a different description of a goat?
Wait, I have one earlier. Mean.
Ooh, nice. A mean goat.
Scared for deer.
Nice. Scared deer. Okay.
And
Beef.
chewy.
Chewy, nice. Obviously, Dad didn't make that beef. It might have been Mom. Just saying. Chewy beef. All right. After you do this, you can be done. Cool. And I want you to turn this guy. Turn this in this week so I can check it and you can get a grade on that. Okay? Good job, guys. Yes, you have questions? Questions?
Well, I was going to tell you the adjectives I did.
Okay, tell me your adjectives.
So for boat, I did sail, which is that.
Sailboat. Yes, it is. Good.
For cape, I did periwinkle.
Periwinkle cape.
For deer, I put tasty, beef tender, and goat scruffy.
That's really good. What did you pick, Joe?
I was just doing the same one thing.
Okay, that's
That
fine.
I made up.
That's cool. All right. So, peace out, people.
Bye.